You're watching Fox 22, Bangor. From the Great North Woods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, first it was an increase. Now the state's Utilities Commissions is dropping delivery rates for our electricity.
Plus, Corinth residents have decided to change a 40-year tradition, but the votes tell us the town has split right down the middle.
And new details about the missing Norwalk man as his mother is speaking out. This and more right now.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Joe Cortez. Thanks for joining us this morning. We're in the final hour here of Good Morning Maine. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day outside.
I know, a little bit of rain, but it's always good. We could use that.
A little bit of rain. We can always use rain. Rain is a good thing. You know, What is that? Rain brings corn. Corn brings whiskey. The song?
Good point.
Yeah. I'm not going to finish it, but, Devin Biggs has the first check of our forecast.
And thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Shepherd Toyota, your hometown connection for Toyota cars and trucks. Easy to find on Route 1 Rockland-Thomason Town Line. Shepherd Toyota has a great selection of new and previously loved vehicles. At Shepherd Toyota, they don't sell you a car, they help you buy one. Come experience a Shepherd difference today. Alrighty, we do have a small craft advisory that is in effect. I expect this to kick in later today, though, with gust winds that'll make things active along the coast. And this is going to last through Friday at about 6 p.m. with a couple of days of gusty winds that will soon be on the way. Otherwise, though, maybe a few clouds trying to sneak in here this morning. The rain will stay away from us. Maybe an isolated shower if you're lucky, though, from the system off toward the north and west. But I do think we'll be okay today because high pressure is just off toward our east. Now we'll kind of erode a lot of the precipitation that will try to move in our direction. But the clouds will continue to stick around for most of us. Otherwise, though, futurecast showing maybe the chance for an isolated shower. Otherwise, increasing clouds with better chances for showers and thunderstorms to move in later on tonight. The winds will start to increase later today as well, maybe getting up to 20, even 25 miles per hour in a few spots, especially along the coast. But your hourly forecast moving forward for the rest of the morning period, though. Overall, a partly cloudy sky, temperatures making it into the 70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thank you, Devin.
Our first story this morning, the Somerset County Sheriff's Office is looking for a missing 17-year-old girl.
Autumn Lily Ann Guzetta was last seen early Sunday morning at her home near Browns Corner Road in Canaan. There is no information on what clothes she was last wearing, but she is described as having pink hair, blue-green eyes, standing around 5 foot 4 inches tall and weighing around 120, 130 pounds. She did leave on a blue bicycle, but Autumn's mom says according to her messages, she had been recently talking to her sister's ex-boyfriend with plans on meeting up with him that morning. The sister's ex-boyfriend is a 25-year-old man with a criminal history of violence and brandishing weapons, according to the release. If anyone has any information on Autumn's whereabouts, you're asked to reach out to the Sheriff's Department. There's a number on your screen.
A 5-year-old boy drowned in Ambojijis Lake Tuesday afternoon, according to the Piscataquis County Sheriff's Office. Around 2 o'clock, Millinocket Fire and police responded to a camp where the visiting family was renting. Authorities said the boy was fishing at the end of the dock and fell in. The father found him and immediately began CPR before authorities arrived. He was transported to a local hospital and later died.
Bangor police, among other agencies, continue their search for a Norwalk man who went missing last Monday. Sierra Jordan has the story.
The last time anyone has seen 37-year-old Graham Lacher was when he walked out of the Dorothea Dix Psychiatric Center at 4:40 on June 6. He was last seen wearing a gray jacket, gray screen pants, and an orange knit hat. Since then, authorities, along with the Bangor community, have been searching tirelessly for the missing man.
Graham is a unique person. He's brilliant, gifted with languages.
Tammy Scully is the mother of Graham Lacher, who has been treated voluntarily at Dorothea Dix for schizophrenia. She says it's terrifying knowing her son has been missing for 10 days.
Every patient has to be discharged to someplace in the community. You can't go from being in a completely locked facility to being in the community without taking steps to work up to that.
Bangor Police issued a civil alert the night Lacher went missing. Maine Warden Service, the Down East Emergency Medicine Institute, and volunteers have been assisting the Bangor Police with the search.
The efforts today were with helicopter and ground units. We had some of our ground personnel searching the area around Essex Woods, and in addition, we also had the Border Patrol bring out a helicopter.
One of the volunteers with DEME says a K-9 unit was used to trace him near Rangeley Hall at Eastern Maine Community College in Bangor a few days ago.
I think he's on the outskirts of where he would get food and water. He's not trying to run away. He's not trying to harm himself. He's trying to be independent.
Scully urges folks to contact the Bangor Police Department if you see Graham or have any useful information. In studio, I'm Sierra Jordan reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
A former Newport attorney accused of stealing $290,000 from a client's estate appeared in court. A.J. Douglas brings us the details this morning.
74-year-old Del Thistle is accused of embezzling money from former client Gilman Friend's wrongful death settlement. The prosecution called several detectives from the Attorney General's office to the stand, who previously examined the shared settlement account.
During court proceedings, witnesses testified that Thistle misappropriated funds from the Friend estate. One witness who specializes in financial crime says his investigation concluded that rather than paying the owed $290,000 to clients, Thistle appeared to pay delinquent taxes, utilities, staff, as well as writing checks to himself. Witnesses claim that Thistle wrote 2 checks amounting in $13,500 to his ex-wife, Sylvia Thistle. Thistle also stands accused of writing a check for over $12,000 to his son, Eric Thistle. Defense attorney Will Ash argues that the defendant made poor decisions due to a past brain injury, which is allegedly related to the Bar Association's 2014 decision that Thistle no longer be allowed to practice law.
The trial will continue Thursday morning. In studio, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
The Maine Center for Disease Control and Prevention has reported a child has been treated for hepatitis with no known cause. The child is currently hospitalized with serious liver illness. Maine CDC says they've seen reports of similar cases across the U.S. The agency is advising people to look out for hepatitis in children under the age of 10 with the following symptoms: fever, fatigue, loss of appetite, nausea, and vomiting. Dr. Nirav Shah of the Maine CDC says, in quote, "Hepatitis with unknown cases remains rare in children. We encourage parents to call their children's medical providers if their children are experiencing these symptoms," end quote. The time is now 8:07. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine. For the past 40 years, residents in Corinth have experienced a so-called dry town. But after Tuesday, a new rule will be set in place. More to come on the other side.
But first, let's take a quick look at what Mother Nature is throwing at us today. Temperatures in the middle of the 70s, a little bit of sunshine, some clouds will be sticking around. Tonight is when the scattered thunderstorms move into the area. We'll see a low of 58, and tomorrow we're back up in the mid to high 70s with scattered thunderstorms throughout our Friday.
Situated in Jonesboro on the coast of Maine lies Barren View Golf Course, a true links course that's a treat for golfers of all skill levels. We feature a driving range, putting green, practice sand trap, pro shop, and snack bar. Open 7 days a week. Please call ahead for a tee time.
My name is April, and I am a caregiver. I've been with Nell now for 2.5 years. I know how much her family relies on me.
At Care.com, you can find the local senior care help your family needs with profiles, reviews, and more. Care.com.
The signs of spring are here. The sun's out for the evening commute. Whistles and clapping echo from the ball field. And the flowers bloom with warmer days on the horizon. Valley Home Services offers whole home comfort with the changing of the seasons. With a push of a button on a Fujitsu heat pump, you're ready for whatever spring brings. Humid days or cool nights, come home to comfort with Valley Home Services. Home is our middle name.
Angie's List is now Angie, and it's easier than ever to get your projects done right. With Angie, you can connect with top pros and see ratings and reviews. And when you book and pay through Angie, you're covered by our happiness guarantee. Check out Angie.com today. Angie, and done.
Situated in Jonesboro on the coast of Maine lies Barren View Golf Course, a true links course that's a treat for golfers of all skill levels. We feature a driving range, putting green, practice sand trap, pro shop, and snack bar. Open 7 days a week. Please call ahead for a tee time.
Nolan Arenado leads the Cardinals against the Red Sox. Baseball Night in America, Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
Sign up for You Pick 'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Pick who you think is going to win and compete against other fans for prizes.
This year, there's a whole new season to love what we love.
Burnouts, winning, racing.
I am NASCAR.
Voters have decided on a number of local issues in our area. In Bar Harbor, residents rejected an ordinance for adult use marijuana store licensing with 650 votes for yes and 804 for no. Calais voters approved $2 million to design, construct, and equip a 4-classroom addition to the elementary school. That vote went 171 to 78.
Caribou voters approved $10 million for a new police station, there with 593 votes yes and 418 no. And residents of Fairfield rejected an expansion of their public water system with 282 votes yes and 402 votes no. The expansion would have required all residents to hook up to the system, which has reduced level of PFAS, also known as forever chemicals.
A decades-old rule comes to an end as local bars and restaurants in the town of Corinth will now be able to sell alcohol on most days. The decision comes after Corinth residents voted 288 to 279 to allow establishments to sell liquor from Monday through Saturday. However, residents said no to selling liquor on Sundays, voting that measure down 306 to 261. The historic vote breaks the 40-year tradition of the town being dry. Town manager Stephen Fields talks about how things have changed since then.
The historicness behind it is 1969, 1972 is when the last time the town actually voted on this. So many decades have passed. Municipalities changed, the citizens have changed.
The decision must first be approved by the Secretary of State before an official timeline can be established to implement the new rules.
Joseph Leonard was elected to the Bangor City Council following a special municipal election on Tuesday. Leonard received 974 votes, the most of any candidate running for the City Council seat. Michael Mayberry received the second most votes at 470. Stephen Breaux received 436 votes, Tyler Rowe received 406, and Daniel Smith received 320 votes. The 5 candidates look to fill the remainder of the former seat of Councillor Sarah Dubé.
And the time is now 8:12. After the break, we'll hear about a major announcement about utility rates for Versant and CMP Power users.
Plus, in Bar Harbor yesterday, Jackson Lab conducted an audit upon itself. We'll be right back.
People today, they could spend half their lives over 50. So it helps to have a wise friend and fierce defender like AARP to help you take control of your health along the way.
What's in it?
I don't know, but it's green.
Green's good.
Whether it's your wellness.
What are you in for?
Cholesterol check.
Cool.
Your brain health.
Yes, yes, yes.
Or your endurance. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP. Join today.
Comfort, customization, and craftsmanship with a lift. Save big on the uplifting comfort series from Best Home Furnishings. Rest easy and stand with ease. Uplifting comfort recliners come in over 20 styles and 700 covers. Choose from many sizes and styles featuring Uplifting Comfort's gentle power lift. Furniture that's made to give you years of comfort and relaxation. The Uplifting Comfort series from Best Home Furnishings.
We can go into a room and have absolutely nothing in there, nothing on the windows, no color, no character, no tone to a room.
That's, I think, where we're strongest, is being able to help someone envision what's going to go in that window.
And we leave, it's totally transformed into something that the customer wants it to be. We've often been told we make a room look better just by leaving it.
Hey, everyone, listen up. It's time to take back the summer.
Quit fall. It's time to sing along.
With your new summer playlist.
Time to bring the heat.
And dance. Into the summer night.
Fox is all new. Old
Summer long.
What's the first thing you want to do when you take a bite of that? Take a second.
The USDA Rural Development State Director hosted a roundtable and invited leaders as well as community action partners to tackle the affordable housing crisis. Dozens of groups came together, including House Speaker Ryan Fecteau, to build connections and partnerships to better address community concerns. USDA Director Rhiannon Hampson says the organization works to fill the gap to create more livable communities. Hampson's hope is that different agencies can work together as we're coming out of the pandemic crisis mode.
Now we can actually better help Mainers when they come to us. So if someone calls rural development, for example, and asks for a program or has a need that we cannot particularly fill, we are now better informed to be able to pass them along to one of our partners because we know what that person is doing.
Hampson says the USDA plans to review budgets to establish stronger partnerships in the future.
Jackson Laboratory conducted a waste audit of its visitor parking lot. The audit took a majority of the day on Tuesday as the team sorted through the trash collected from its Bar Harbor location, with the goal of improving its waste profile. The team also used the data collected from the trash to find ways to reduce waste diversion in the future. Program Director Levi Rogers explains why these audits are not only important for companies, but also the world.
Thinking beyond sort of the boundaries of the Jackson Laboratory, we know that waste has an impact on the environment. We know it has impacts on human health and other societal consequences. And so, we want to find ways to minimize, our contributions to the waste system and sort of be part of the solutions.
This is Jackson Laboratory's second consecutive audit in the past 2 years. The time is now 8:17.
It's about 58 degrees outside the studio. Let's get a full look at that forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs. He's in with the latest.
Good morning, Devin.
Thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Shepherd Toyota, your hometown connection for Toyota cars and trucks. Easy to find on Route 1 Rockland Thomason Town Line. Shepherd Toyota has a great selection of new and previously loved vehicles. At Shepherd Toyota, they don't sell you a car, they help you buy one. Come experience the Shepherd difference today. Alrighty, small crowd advisories in effect. It kicks in later today, though, lasting until about 6 p.m. on Friday, because we do have a couple days of gusty winds that will be on the way as our next system starts to approach. But for now, though, we're looking pretty decent out there. Just a few clouds approaching from the northwest, going toward the south and east. So we will become mostly cloudy this afternoon. When the sun is out, though, we will have to watch that UV index will be rather high today, and we'll talk about that coming up in a little bit. But high pressure will help to erode a lot of precipitation today. But this system here is going to be moving in later on tonight, and that'll give us better chances for showers and thunderstorms that will begin to move in as early as tonight as an active pattern starts to set up. For now, though, that small crowd advisory not in effect yet as the wave heights are still low, but it does kick in later today as the wave heights will soon be increasing with the gusty winds that we will be expecting soon, getting up to about 20 to 25 miles per hour in a few areas, maybe even up to 30 miles per hour in a few spots. But look what happens from there. They kind of stay up even through parts of the day on Friday, so a couple of days of gusty winds will soon be on the way. Our average highs now in the middle 70s. Will be in the middle to upper 70s the next couple of days before that cold front moves in, dropping us down to the lower to middle 60s Saturday, Sunday, and a Monday before we rise back up into the lower to middle 70s as we head towards Tuesday and Wednesday. Otherwise, let's talk about some dew points. So those will be on the rise as well, with the warmer temperatures moving in for a little bit, especially on Friday. Dew points could possibly rise into the middle to upper 60s, so it might feel a little bit mucky on Friday before we fall back down in comfortable territory Saturday and beyond. Otherwise, though, UV index forecast today will be very high at a 9, though, something we don't see very often. That'll be in bird time of around 15 minutes or less. Hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, shade definitely needed today when the clouds aren't sticking around as you head out the door. But Futurecast real quick, though, showing showers and thunderstorms. They'll be moving in later tonight. Maybe an isolated shower today. Otherwise, we're dry with increasing clouds. Chances for scattered showers and storms do move in later on tonight, with more rounds moving in by Friday as the system continues to approach. So your forecast coming up for today: middle 70s, mostly cloudy, maybe an isolated shower. That south wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 58 degrees, scattered showers and thunderstorms are possible. That south wind getting up to about 15 miles per hour. For tomorrow, more scattered showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the upper 70s and south wind getting up to about 15 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your Shepherd Toyota extended forecast. Showers and storms on the way on Friday again. Highs in the upper 70s, middle 60s on Saturday with a chance for rain showers. Sunday, which is also Father's Day, rain chances highs in the low 60s, middle 60s on Monday under a mostly cloudy sky.
Spectrum presents Stream Home Makeover with JoJo.
We transform the Joneses' home, upgrading their entertainment experience with the best TV and internet services from Spectrum. Let's go! With Spectrum TV, you get your favorite channels and streaming apps, plus tons of on-demand.
Switch to Spectrum TV and Internet for only $49.99 a month each with no contract. Call 1-844-480-4713.
Ready for more? Take a look! With the free Spectrum TV app, you can stream live sports, news, and more on all your devices, inside, outside, and on the go.
Wow, that's awesome!
There's more. We powered up the game room with Spectrum Internet, which gives you the fast, reliable speeds you need to power all your devices. And it comes with free security suite, so you can feel completely safe and secure.
Switch to Spectrum TV and Internet for only $49.99 a month each with free modem. Call 1-844-480-4713.
Give your home a Spectrum Stream home makeover. Call now.
You don't stay in business as long as Rowell's Garage unless you're doing a lot of things right. Since 1946, Rowell's Garage in Dover Foxcroft has seen many customers drive off the lot completely satisfied, and they keep coming back. Why? Things like a wide selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and crossovers. Incredible customer service. A repair center that does it right the first time and on time. But the biggest reason, like new quality vehicles at a pre-owned price. So save yourself the hassle and save yourself some money. Rowell's Garage, Dover Foxcroft.
It takes all types to play Family Feud, the Doghouse Daddy.
What's the least sexy thing your wife has ever worn?
Granny panties, Steve.
The Family Blabbermouth.
Grandma's sick of Grandpa falling asleep in the middle of what?
Going to the bathroom.
Hyman, get up off this toilet!
See all the types on Family Feud.
Weeknights at 7 on Fox 22.
Yellowstone National Park faces catastrophic damage after floodwaters washed away homes, destroyed bridges, and stranded park visitors and residents. All of this as the summer tourist season just kicks off. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the story.
Historic flooding forcing parts of the iconic Yellowstone National Park to close. Days of rain coupled with the rapidly melting snow causing the Yellowstone River to rise to a record 15 feet. The current so strong, it swept away roads, bridges, and this massive two-story home. The flooding emergency mounting, rescue crews rappelling from bridges to homes surrounded by water. ABC's Will Carr's there in Montana.
Some neighborhoods still underwater. The big concern right now is when these waters finally recede, how much damage will be left behind.
Meanwhile, thousands of visitors ordered out of Yellowstone Park in areas overtaken by floodwaters.
We started seeing that some of the tables at the campsites were underwater, and that kind of led to a mad scramble to get out of there.
The race to safety, a dangerous one. Whoa. Rocks tumbling from the mountain down below, just narrowly missing cars. And after being trapped, Angela Chen and her family fortunate enough to escape.
The townspeople are awesome. I mean, they went out their ways to make sure that we're comfortable.
And no injuries or deaths have been reported as a result of that flooding. Yellowstone National Park, though, will be closed through at least the remainder of the week.
How do you walk around the world? Well, one step at a time. A Dutch man embarked on an epic 25,000-mile trek last May, and ABC Will Gans is tracking his progress.
From Jordan to Switzerland and all of the thousands of miles between, Tom Borman has seen it all on foot. The Netherlands native on day 404 of a years-long mission to walk around the world.
I'm trying to be the first human being to cross all continents on foot, which is never done before.
The idea coming to Tom when he was at rock bottom, an addict and struggling with mental health issues.
For me, it was literally do or die because I was suicidal. And then I sold everything, my house, my belongings, and I left with $300. And I started traveling and I found myself.
Now, Tom walks a marathon a day at least, except for that one time when he had to run.
I had to run in Montenegro. They tried to rob me. And luckily, I did track and field when I was young. I started to run. I was chased by 7 youngsters.
Every night, Tom knocking on a stranger's door, asking for a place to stay.
What has been the weirdest place where you've had to sleep?
Well, I think 3 weeks ago, I slept in a limo at someone's driveway. I slept in between the goats in Jordan in the desert. And then the next day, they served me a dinner. They served me a goat head, including the tongue and the eyes.
But Tom says it's all worth it.
I stay with people from all over the world in every country, and there are still good people out there.
Tom says he's also using his walk around the world to help raise money to rebuild 4 schools in Nepal. For more info, you can find him on Instagram at IWalkAroundTheWorld.
Still to come here on the second half of our show, schools in Herman will be seeing a new addition to their faculty soon.
And we'll hear from a local gardeners association about their upcoming tour that is open to the public. This and more local news as Good Morning Maine continues.
At Bouchard Cleaning, rebuilding and restoring means more than just another job. To us, it's about bringing back cherished memories, restoring unforgettable moments in time, and giving hope when all was thought to be lost. For over 35 years, our mission has remained the same. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
This is Sheldon Cooper's theory of relativity.
All right.
F is family.
We have family business to discuss.
We're getting a puppy?
No.
Then I'm not sure I care. X is love.
Sweet dreams. Love you.
Love you too, because you're my mom.
Young Sheldon 5 times a week.
On Fox 22.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
It's Thursday, June 16th of 2022. There are 5 days until summer, and the forecast is coming up in just a moment.
Pepsi Cola is 119 years old today. Are you a Coke or a Pepsi person?
Now, I've answered this the last 3 times as Coke, but now that I've realized it, I'm actually a ginger ale person.
I was
love
just
ginger
gonna
ale.
say, right?
Now, do you do Schweppes or was it Canada Dry is the other one?
I don't know. I would probably know if I tried them, but it's kind of like, oh, what's
there are different like
whatever I
bottles,
grab
feel like.
first or what's on sale or
whatever.
whatever.
Whatever's on sale. I was like, I feel like that's kind of the go-to.
Right.
Well, the legendary Summer of Love began on this day in 1967 when 50,000 attended the opening of the Monterey International Pop Festival. And golfer Phil Mickelson turns 52 years old today. But before we hit weather, with Thursday's business news, here's Leo Jonathan.
The Fed is boosting a key rate by 0.75%, the biggest single hike in nearly 30 years. Fed Chair Jerome Powell said another increase will likely come next month at their Fed meeting as inflation continues its historic rise unabated. The S&P closed up 1.5% Wednesday. The Nasdaq finished 2.5% higher, and the Dow closed up 1%. The Commerce Department says retail sales were down 0.3% last month compared to April, the drop driven by continuing inflation. And YouTube is catching up to TikTok's short video domination. Parent company Alphabet says 1.5 billion people are now watching YouTube Shorts every month. I'm Leo Jonathan with Thursday's Business on ABC 7.
Let's turn it over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Good morning, Devin.
And thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Shepherd Toyota, your hometown connection for Toyota cars and trucks. Easy to find on Route 1 Rockland Thomason Town Line. Shepherd Toyota has a great selection of new and previously loved vehicles. At Shepherd Toyota, they don't sell you a car, they help you buy one. Come experience a Shepherd difference today. Alrighty, we do have a small craft advisory that is in effect. I expect this to kick in later today, though, with gust winds. I'll make things active along the coast, and this is going to last through Friday at about 6 p.m. with a couple of days of gusty winds that will soon be on the way. Otherwise, though, maybe a few clouds trying to sneak in here this morning. The rain will stay away from us. Maybe an isolated shower if you're lucky, though, from the system off toward the north and west. But I do think we'll be okay today because high pressure is just off toward our east. Now we'll kind of erode a lot of the precipitation. I will try to move in our direction, but the clouds will continue to stick around for most of us. Otherwise, though, Futurecast showing maybe the chance for an isolated shower. Otherwise, increasing clouds with better chances for showers and thunderstorms to move in later on tonight. The winds will start to increase later today as well, maybe getting up to 20, even 25 miles per hour in a few spots, especially along the coast. By your hourly forecast moving forward for the rest of the morning period, though, overall a partly cloudy sky, temperatures making it into the 70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thank you, Devin.
Back to your local news. Herman superintendent and faculty are finding a new way to spend money from the school budget. Superintendent Mika Grant says most school departments in Penobscot County have a school resource officer, but Herman schools do not. Now, he says in last week's school committee meeting, the board decided to divert $100,000 to hire a new resource officer rather than reduce the school's budget.
He says Uvalde's school shooting has been top of the mind, and they are thinking about ways to keep kids safe.
We're proposing to the Hermantown voters in a couple of days that, if you support the school budget, this is something that we would like to obviously add as far as our staffing goes. We would like to see this person at all 3 campuses at various points in the day.
Herman residents can come out and vote on Thursday, June 16th at 7 p.m. inside Herman's Public Safety Building located at 333 Billings Road. The Maine Public Utilities Commission has announced a decrease in electric delivery rates for CMP and Versant Power users.
Stephanie Wittenbach has more.
The Maine Public Utilities Commission approved 3 modifications that, when combined, will lower the delivery rate for CMP and Versant Power customers. Utility Public Commission Chair Philip Bartlett says the delivery rate for customers will decrease slightly.
Yeah, for CMP, the delivery rate is about 5.5%, and it's between 3.5% and 4% for Versant customers. So, it's a meaningful reduction. It really depends on the size of your bill and how much electricity you use.
On your bill, there are 2 sections, the supply, which counts kilowatts per hour, and also a delivery cost. The rate of delivery cost is the only price decreasing on your bill. According to CMP's Vice President of Customer Service, Linda Bill, the delivery fees pay for things like billing, wires, and storm restoration maintenance. Both CMP and Versant Power were able to come to a compromise with the state's Public Utility Commission.
We're really happy to say that while all of the other prices in the economy are going up, our delivery prices are actually going down 5.5% July 1st as a result of that reconciliation.
Central Maine Power told state regulators that later this summer they are planning to file a 3-year fixed rate hike. Governor Mills said in response, if CMP tries to hike up the price for customers, she will counter their move through her energy office. In Bangor, I'm Stephanie Wittenbach reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
The Peony Society of Maine invites people to its 21st annual garden tour this Saturday. Roger and Sally Lysette are 2 of several gardeners who are members of the Peony Society of Maine and will be hosting tours of their personal gardens.
We have in total between 250 and 300 plants. Some of them are duplicates and a lot of them are individuals. It'd be hard to tell you how many of each variety we have, but they bloom usually from late May till 1st of July.
Peonies are a favorite of many gardeners as they are a resilient perennial with large blooms of layered foliage that are fragrant and lasting. The Lysette's garden features a variety of plants alongside the peonies. But Rogers says that most peonies can live 50 to 100 years, usually outgrowing the people that plant them. The tour, hosted by the Lysettes and other gardeners, will take place this Saturday, June 18th, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., beginning at their home at 1348 Ohio Street in Bangor. For admittance, a $3 donation is encouraged.
And I feel like that's when you know you've made it. The fact that you can hold a tour for your garden, like that's got to be unbelievably cool and beautiful. I mean, let's just see the video you shot yesterday. It looks great.
Thank you.
Did you get a tour?
I did.
Oh.
I did. And they said their favorite part is just seeing the community and kids especially. I mean, I don't want to make any promises, but Sally said, I think at the end of each Saturday, the second Saturday, because there's two, if the kids come, they'll come home with a clipped peony.
Oh, that's adorable. Yep. Well, no promises, but it's still going to be a beautiful event and head out there. So, and a great little donation goes a long way.
Peak foliage season for peonies right now too. It's
perfect,
good.
Perfect.
Yeah. Still to come here this morning, the state championship matchups are here for high school baseball and softball. Dave Peck will have all the details coming up in sports.
But first, here's a quick look at your overnight forecast. You'll see temperatures in the mid to upper 70s today, mostly cloudy skies. A little bit of sunshine out there, and that UV could be pretty high. Scattered thunderstorms move in this evening with a low of 58, and tomorrow they're back sticking around for our Friday with a high of 77.
As a working mom of 5, I'm feeling the burden of rising prices. But instead of getting inflation under control, the liberals in Washington are attacking America's tech innovators. Talk about being out of touch. The left's bill would take away the technology we depend on, put our personal data at risk, make China stronger and America weaker. I don't understand how any Republican senator could support this liberal nonsense. Tell Senate conservatives to stand up for American technology.
Breathe in. Can you sense it? The feeling of becoming something greater? Here in the heart of Maine, you'll find a place that the innovators of tomorrow have called home for the last 150 years, the University of Maine. Ranked as one of the nation's top research institutions, our opportunities know no bounds, because UMaine isn't just a destination. It's a gateway to new horizons that shape who we are. We are UMaine.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
The Baxter's Block Party is bringing down the house.
Your funeral suit looks like the one you got married in.
Part of me died that day. So be there or be square.
I don't like the idea of you guys posting stuff on the internet.
If Mandy's spreading something viral, you better pray it's on the internet.
All week long.
You get to live here rent-free with your husband.
Mom gets to live here rent-free with her husband.
He's got you there, honey.
Believe me, I pay.
Last Man Standing. This afternoon, starting at 4 on Fox 22.
These guys cooking may be kids, but they are true monsters in the kitchen.
All new MasterChef Junior tonight on Fox.
Good morning, everyone. Well, the dust of the 2022 high school baseball and softball season has settled, and after all that, just 8 teams remain on each side as we approach state championship Saturday. For baseball, starting with Class A, Bangor will face Thornton at Morton Field at 2 p.m. Also at 2, Class C, Bucksport battling Lisbon at Mansfield Stadium. Then down south, St. Dom's will take on Machias at 1 p.m. from USM in the Class D matchup. And at 4:30, also down in Gorham, it'll be Freeport and Ellsworth battling for the Class B crown. To softball we go now. Messalonsky looking to keep the fairy tale alive against Biddeford in the Class A matchup. 2 p.m. start for that one from Coney. Then in Class C, also It'll be at 2 o'clock. Matt Knockhook battling Halldale at Coffin Field and Brewer. And down south, it'll be Gardner taking on Winslow from USM for a 12:30 start. And to round it all out, Searsport gets Hodgdon for the Class D Crown first pitch at 4 p.m. from Gorham. And of course, we will have full coverage of all of those games moving forward. Those state championship matchups are set. Time to sink our teeth, though, into a preview. And no better place to start than the Bucksport Golden Bucks, who will be taking on Lisbon for a chance at their first ever Gold Glove. Tyler Cruz has more.
One more game left, and hopefully we can bring it home. It's been a while since the Bucks won a state championship.
For the first time since 2015, Bucksport Baseball are the Northern Maine champs, riding their hot pitching through the regular season and especially through the playoffs.
Pretty much everyone on our team is, if we were to play on a different team, we'd be the ace on any other team we played. So it's just nice having pitchers that have a lot of experience.
It's definitely helped us throughout the season pick up our record that we finished with and lead us to the state game. So, I mean, Ty's dominant every time he goes on the mound. I feel like I've been pretty good, keeping the runs low.
The Bucks sit at 19-1 overall, and that pitching has been really strong as of late. On Tuesday, Goody tossed a complete game victory in the regional finals, just days after he and Cam Rich combined for a no-hitter in the semis.
Yep, they're definitely good pitchers, and I know maybe sometimes I'll pitch, but it's good to be there when they need it to finish up the game.
It's been a huge benefit to know that when our pitchers get to the limit or where we're going to hold them at, we get to bring in someone like Cam Rich, who has just been as shut down as our starters have. It's too bad that we couldn't get him on the mound more.
Now, on Saturday, they have the chance to bring home their first ever state championship.
I mean, that'd be amazing. My brother was actually the last time we went to the state championship, and he obviously didn't get the state championship, so I hope to bring it back.
So come this weekend at Mansfield Stadium, this team only needs a win over Lisbon to make history. And the Bucks are heading into it with the same approach they've had for the past 20 games.
We're changing nothing. That's the big thing is we've kind of played a relaxed game, a fun game. Our crowd has been fantastic all the time. So just kind of keep that same mentality. I mean, just go out there, compete, and do your job, and let the rest take its course.
Reporting from Bucksport, I'm Tyler Cruz, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Now, again, that game will be a 2 p.m. start from Mansfield, and we will have coverage of that on Saturday. For now, though, let's head south for an update from Brookline, Massachusetts, as Caleb Manuel is less than a day away from the opening round of the U.S. Open. Manuel played 12 holes in his final practice round, but also spent some time taking in the moment. He played a couple holes with Red Sox outfielder Jackie Bradley Jr. and rubbed shoulders with some of the pros on tour, including Justin Thomas and Ricky Fowler.
I met both those guys, and they told me just to, have fun and enjoy it, because they're really what it is right now. I mean, I can't make a paycheck this week, and even if I do make the cut, it is what it is. But it's just having fun and enjoying it.
Now, Manuel said he expects the crowd to have a Boston feel to it, passionate, rowdy, maybe even a little boisterous, and for him, that's a good thing.
They're a lot louder than probably any other fans in the country, so. Yeah, I think that's an advantage for me, maybe, because, other guys are used to the calm, quiet fans, not the Boston fans, but being from New England, Boston fan, it'll be good and fun.
So speaking of the Boston crowd, let's turn our page and attention to the NBA Finals. Extra day of rest for the Celtics on Wednesday ahead of Game 6. More time to think about what's at stake come 9 p.m. on Thursday. Once again, it's do or die time for the Celtics. So what needs to change here? Of course, it starts with holding on to the ball. That's a good place to start. The Celtics turned the ball over 18 times for 22 Golden State points on Monday night. Not good enough, and they know that. Now, they've been up against the wall twice already in these playoffs, but this isn't the Heat, this isn't the Bucks, this is the Golden State Warriors, and there's a difference.
As confident as we are in the situations we've been in, we understand Golden State's a high IQ, well-coached team that's not going to beat themselves. You have to go out there and take it.
Do whatever it takes to win, and that can look different from game to game. I felt like myself and everybody else did whatever it took, and that's the mindset you got to have going into tomorrow, and then hopefully a Game 7.
Again, tip-off for that one from the Garden on Thursday is set for 9 p.m. on ABC 7. Ready That Sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Ready for this catch-22? The mental health struggles you want to work on are the same reasons you're putting off therapy. you're stuck. Sondermind makes it easy to team up with the right therapist and turn stuckness into strength.
People today, they could spend half their lives over 50.
What are you in for? Cholesterol check.
Cool. Make sure your health lives as long as you do. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP. Join today.
General Rental Center has been serving Central Maine with equipment and tool rentals for more than 30 years. Our extensive inventory contains everything you need to get the job done right. Our professional, knowledgeable staff is here to make sure that you get the highest quality rental items to complete your project and that they have been serviced and maintained to the highest standards. Power brooms to get that sand off the lawn, leaf blowers, brush chippers, stump grinders, aerial lifts, tillers, and excavators. We rent most everything. If you don't see it in our online catalog, please ask for it. If we don't have the item you need, we would be happy to help you find it. Attention Maine fishermen, we want to see your biggest catch and for you to win some great prizes. Go to foxbangor.com and click on contest and giveaway, then upload your photo for your chance to win. Sponsored by Willie's Sports Center, Mill Mall, and Ellsworth. We have everything for fishing from trout to tuna, fly fishing, trolling, and ocean rigging. We carry back tire e-bikes to get to remote spots and snow dog utility machines. We have all your hunting and outdoor essentials.
Yes. 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 I'll have what she's having. And you can too. Get ready for the good dish. Delicious twists on your favorite comfort foods. Decadent desserts you can whip up in no time. And game-changing shortcuts. What's for dinner is about to get way easier. And way more fun than doing the dishes. So get ready to get dishing.
Weekdays at 1 on Fox 22. The Pet of the Week is brought to you by Riptide Smoke Shop in Belfast.
Welcome back. It's Thursday, so we have our Pets of the Week. We're going plural this week. We're brought in with Catherine Ravenscraft from the Bangor Humane Society. How are you today, Catherine?
Very well, thank you.
Now, who are these two adorable little guys we got here, little girls?
I know. Well, we got a girl and a boy, so there is one of each. This is Mama Tilly. And this is her baby Taz. They both joined us from Georgia. They came to us through Road Trip Home, the rescue organization that we work with pretty closely. And Tilly had 7 puppies total. And as you can maybe see, she is very timid. She is a very timid girl. She's got some anxiety. So super sweet.
She's very friendly.
Yeah, but she definitely needs to observe for a while. She's got some reticence. And what we found is that when she has this guy, Taz, with her, she does feel better. She sort of starts to come out of her shell a little bit, and she's not quite as anxious.
Right.
And so we decided to keep them together, which is a little bit unusual. Usually moms and babies don't stay together. We see it enough, but it's not the norm. But we decided that these two needed to stay together just to make Tilly's life a little bit easier. So they're a matched pair. They will go home together.
Oh, well, that's awesome. So when you're bringing in a matched pair, especially starting with a puppy, I mean, it is kind of very difficult because we all love puppies so much. So what's kind of a piece of advice you would give a homeowner with bringing in a puppy and a dog that's a little old?
I mean, with a puppy, I think it's just like always. You need to be prepared to do all the potty training things that go along with a puppy. But honestly, because Tilly was picked up as a stray, she's probably going to benefit from a lot of the same manners training that you would put a puppy through anyways. So in the case of Tilly, because she's so timid, I think it's just important for a new owner to know, in this case, to just go slow and don't expect, you know, a happy, goofy dog overnight. It's probably going to take a month or more before she really gets comfortable. And she may blossom and turn into a dog that is really happy and comfortable around strangers. She may always be a little bit like this. So I think being prepared either way as you go into it.
She is a sweetheart, though. I mean, she warmed right up. She doesn't get nippy or aggressive or anything. You just got to be slow going near her, and then you start petting her, and she's just having a time for life.
Yeah. She's awfully sweet. So when you look at her through the kennel, she just looks at you with these big eyes, and they say, "I'm excited to see you and also a little scared."
Yeah. Yep.
And then, of course, Taz is just happy, happy, happy. He's jumping up against the kennel. He wants to be pet and loved, and, you know, all the things that you typically see in a puppy.
Yeah.
But that raises an interesting point, too, about when you go to meet a dog in a shelter environment. A shelter environment is stressful. We're doing the best we can. We love each and every one of these animals that comes through. We're giving them toys. We're giving them treats. We take them for rides, you know, but it's hard. There's barking. There's noise. It's not the same as a home.
Right.
And so the dog that you see behind the barrier of a kennel door is likely a completely different dog from the one that you'll see when you meet with the dog. So in her case, in their case, I think that they're both pretty friendly and that they'll probably get some good visits. But if you see a dog that's barking or even turning its teeth back at you, its lips, it doesn't mean that it's an aggressive dog. It's just reacting the best it can through a barrier. So yeah.
Well, hopefully we find you two a home. I'm sure we will. Both of you were very sweet.
How could you resist those eyes?
And full disclosure, we do apologize. There will be additional training on the couch because clearly they have established that this is their spot. So may have to teach them a little bit of that.
Maybe a couch home.
Maybe a couch home.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
Catherine, thank you so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure.
Yes.
Well, we hope to find you guys a home, and we'll throw things over to Devin Biggs. He has another look at our forecast.
Thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Shepherd Toyota, your hometown connection for Toyota cars and trucks. Easy to find on Route 1 Rockland Thomason Town Line. Shepherd Toyota has a great selection of new and previously loved vehicles. At Shepherd Toyota, they don't sell you a car, they help you buy one. Come experience the Shepherd difference today. Alrighty, small crowd advisory is in effect. It kicks in later today, though, lasting until about 6 p.m. on Friday, because we have a couple days of gusty winds that will be on the way as our next system starts to approach. But for now, though, we're looking pretty decent out there. Just a few clouds approaching from the northwest, going toward the south and east. So we will become mostly cloudy this afternoon. When the sun is out, though, we will have to watch that UV index. Will be rather high today, and we'll talk about that coming up in a little bit. But high pressure will help to erode a lot of precipitation today. But this system here is going to be moving in later on tonight, and that'll give us better chances for showers and thunderstorms that will begin to move in as early as tonight as an active pattern starts to set up. For now, though, that small crowd advisory not in effect yet as the wave heights are still low, but it does kick in later today as the wave heights will soon be increasing with the gusty winds that we will be expecting soon, getting up to about 20 to 25 miles per hour in a few areas, maybe even up to 30 miles per hour in a few spots. But look what happens from there. They kind of stay up even through parts of the day on Friday, so a couple of days of gusty winds will soon be on the way. Our average highs now in the middle 70s. We'll be in the middle to upper 70s the next couple of days before that cold front moves in, dropping us down to the lower to middle 60s Saturday, Sunday, and a Monday before we rise back up into the lower to middle 70s as we head towards Tuesday and Wednesday. Otherwise, let's talk about some dew points. So those will be on the rise as well, with the warmer temperatures moving in for a little bit, especially on Friday. Dew points could possibly rise into the middle to upper 60s, so it might feel a little bit mucky on Friday before we fall back down in comfortable territory Saturday and beyond. Otherwise, though, UV index forecast today will be very high at a 9, though, something we don't see very often. That'll be in bird time of around 15 minutes or less. Hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, shade definitely needed today when the clouds aren't sticking around as you head out the door. But Futurecast real quick, though, showing showers and thunderstorms. They'll be moving in later tonight. Maybe an isolated shower today. Otherwise, we're dry with increasing clouds. Chances for scattered showers and storms do move in later on tonight, with more rounds moving in by Friday as the system continues to approach. So your forecast coming up for today, middle 70s, mostly cloudy, maybe an isolated shower. That south wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 58 degrees, scattered showers and thunderstorms are possible. That south wind getting up to about 15 miles per hour. For tomorrow, more scattered showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the upper 70s and south wind getting up to about 15 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your Shepherd Toyota extended forecast. Showers and storms on the way on Friday again. Highs in the upper 70s, middle 60s on Saturday with a chance for rain showers. Sunday, which is also Father's Day, rain chances highs in the low 60s, middle 60s on Monday under a mostly cloudy sky.
It was 45 years ago this average Joe from Portland opened his doors. He set out to help his fellow Mainers through tough times. Through compassion, clarity, and courage, he's helped over 25,000 injured and disabled Mainers get the justice they deserve. The law offices of Joe Bornstein, proudly celebrating 45 years of practicing law in all 16 counties. We're Maine lawyers working for Maine people and Maine people only since 1974. There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
I've been having foot pain for at least 10 years. The first day I put the key boot on, I could tell the difference. My pain level has been so much better. I was amazed. The key boots made it possible for me to actually walk without pain. I can go shopping, walking around the store without wanting to cry. I mean, I feel like dancing sometimes. The key boots made all the difference. Very happy with it. Comfort shoes, it's just changed my life.
This isn't your parents' photo booth. Premier Limousine and DJ presents the latest in photo booth technology with the all-new 2022 Air Booth. Print out everyone's pictures in beautiful full-color photos and have them sent directly to your phone. The new Air Booth is available for weddings, birthdays, class reunions, anniversaries, and corporate events with some of the best and most fun props around. You can book the Air Booth, Limousine, and DJ services separately or take advantage of our very popular package deals. Contact us at Premier Limousine and DJ.
Next, Drew. He is always there for a warm hug. Hello, it's our next Drew!
Hi, Miss Drew. Oh, I'm so happy to see you.
Plus, Pilar's fall comfort foods. I just want to snuggle up and eat all of it. Whoa.
And how many of you, show of hands, are online dating right now?
The rest of you are lying.
Next, Drew.
The Drew Barrymore Show, Thursday at 3 on Fox 22.
If you don't mind, I want to try something. I'm going to hold up two colors, and I want you to shout out whatever flavor they remind you of. Red and white. If you guess peppermint, that's what I was thinking too. Okay, how about yellow and green? If lemon lime came to mind, you're 2 for 2. Okay, just one more. How about orange and cream? If all of a sudden you're craving a creamsicle, then you've passed the test with flying colors. And since creamsicles are one of my favorites, let me show you how to make a cool and creamy layered pudding that uses those two colors, or shall I say flavors. For the orange flavor, we dissolve orange gelatin in boiling water. Then we stir in some cold water. After that cools slightly, we'll beat in a package of vanilla pudding. And to make it extra creamy, after it cools, we'll fold in some homemade vanilla whipped cream. Look what we get when we alternate our orange pudding with some of the vanilla cream. A dessert that stimulates your taste buds just by looking at it. To get the recipe for our dreamy, creamy pudding, all you have to do is hop online. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Thanks for taking our tasty color test. And the next time you think of these two colors together, the first words out of your mouth might just be, ooh, it's so good. Delicious? Ooh, look like a creamsicle.
A record-breaking survival drama is being turned into a reality competition series. A popular daytime talk show is coming to an end, and more.
Here's Fox's Ashley Dvorkin with the latest from the Hollywood Nation.
Mix from the upside down. BTS takes a break and Squid Games comes to life in the Hollywood Nation. Netflix greenlit a new Squid Game reality competition series. Squid Game The Challenge will feature 456 contestants playing games for a record-setting $4.56 million reward. A release date is TBA. Season 2 of the survival drama was also just announced.
Was it honestly the best?
For the first time in their 9-year career, BTS is going solo. The K-pop supergroup made the announcement during a live stream of their dinner party Tuesday, sharing feelings of being burned out and wanting to focus on their individual projects. But they reassured fans that they would be returning.
It's the Wendy Williams Show.
The Wendy Williams Show is officially ending after 13 seasons. The final episode will air Friday and will include a video tribute to the daytime talk show host. Williams, who has been absent from the 13th season due to ongoing health issues, will not be part of the last episode.
I relocated you guys far from Hawkins.
In today's First Looks, images from Stranger Things Season 4, Volume 2. Netflix released 6 photos that give a sneak peek at the last 2 episodes of the season.
Maybe I can still help you.
In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
A woman in Texas had more than one big catch on her wedding day. Elliot Granville and husband Ernie were married May 22nd in Port Aransas off the Gulf of Mexico. Elliot changed from her gown to a different white dress for the reception and was still wearing it when she and her husband decided to go fishing.
She felt a tug on her line, and with the help of her husband and some fishermen, they reeled in her catch, which she estimates around 50 pounds. Granville would wound up